it.
Where's my hat?
I don't know where your bloody hat
You wore it
is.
the other day, you said.
Oh, it's just down in there. Don't worry about it at the moment.
Well, we're back. And yeah, it's a lovely weekend. Really nice.
About 20 odd
sunny.
degrees at the weekend.
22 degrees yesterday. The day we cruise again,
It's about 14.
we get clouds.
But I'll tell you what, we're glad to get away from there.
Yeah.
God, the road is so loud. 20 past 6 it started this morning.
It's just like being parked in an A-road lay-by, isn't it?
Yeah, awful. Oh, and
Not
the
even an
cats
A-road.
and
It's a
the
single
cats
track
haven't been
road.
out for a couple of days. I worked with a couple of people down in Devon doing cleaning, Jenny and Alan. And they were down in Ilford for 14 years, they moved back to here. And I didn't realise they were like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So they came aboard Olive and had a cup of tea and that with me. Well, Josh was editing. Yeah, so it's lovely to see them. Really nice to see them. Yeah.
They were a nice
So
couple,
other than
weren't
that, we haven't really done, Josh has been editing all weekend. Andy's been working. So I've been lazy and relaxing.
Yeah, we blocked out all the windows to try and stop the sound. But it still didn't work really. I had earbuds in. They always fall out of my ears and go underneath me. I don't know how.
I wear them anyway, but I still can hear the traffic.
But look at these fishing spots they've cut out right by the road. Look. Yeah, it's lovely.
Nice peaceful night tonight, hopefully. We're off on to, where are we off to today?
Middle levels.
Yeah, well,
Whittlesey. We just got to go literally over there. It's 10 miles round trip. Get around there like a massive U. We woke up and get ready to go, and we looked down and there's a boat behind us.
yeah. Look where that came from.
Yeah.
Up,
What
I
way
think
is it pointing?
up the
Towards the lock?
tidals.
Yeah.
No, away from them.
Oh.
This way.
I reckon because
Come up
you know
the
you
tide.
can't choose when the tide's going to be. So maybe it was a really early tide. They had to come really early.
That's what we think
5
anyway.
o'clock in the morning. But it takes a long time to get from the other. I don't know where it is. Boston, is it? I don't know.
Boston, yeah, I think it's Boston.
Get to Boston down to here. Yeah, it takes a while, so I don't know. Yeah, you might have just come up last night. I don't really know. You just appeared. Yeah. Anyway, we called Standground lock, didn't we?
Yeah, lovely lady on there. Yeah, we said we're going through at 11, so it's about 20 past 9 at the moment, but we want to go to Peterborough, and there's a pump out there that is free, so
Yeah.
we're hoping it works, because we're on the right side now. The other day when we went, we were on the wrong side, and the hose wasn't long enough, Josh, was it, to get over? So we're going to fill up with water, because I think middle levels ain't very good
There's only
for
one
water.
point of the middle levels at March. We're not spending long on there anyway. We're not fighting about all the, wiggly.
I think we're too
little
long, to be
ditches.
perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It's alright going down one, and then we've got to reverse like 3 miles back. It's
Yeah.
not.
And Olive, don't reverse.
Boring. It's just like this, just straight.
Yeah. Someone
narrow,
said
though.
that. I think Roger.
Yeah.
I think Roger told us that. No, it couldn't be Roger because I think he's doing it now. But so one of our viewers told us that it's pretty boring. Pretty boring on the middle levels.
So yeah, we're
Yeah,
not.
but what are the fens like compared to the middle levels?
I thought that was the fence. I thought middle levels is the fence.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's another word for it.
Middle levels is the fence.
Well, no, the middle levels is the middle levels of the fens, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a few other fens.
Yeah.
Like 3 little tributaries that go to Reach, like I told you last night, but we're not going down somewhere because we've got to turn around. We'd have to reverse like bloody narrowboat wheel.
Tell you what, on this long stretch there's hardly any wildlife, so there's a swan here.
Yeah, we had no traffic there, it was a very quiet weekend. A few swimmers, a few paddleboarders, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get going to Peterborough now.
Enjoy!
Oh mate, that's disgusting, wiggling your dirty arse at me. Believe it or not, but it was about half the journey that we're doing today back to Peterborough, about 5 miles, but it was so straight. that we could go at 1800 revs with no problem. So we got back there in about an hour. If you come here and you want to get a pump out and you're wondering, oh, where's the button? Well, the button's actually over on this building over here, and that's because the pump itself is actually located inside here. But what's great about these huge open rivers is we can do this in our 70-foot narrowboat. So unlike a canal, we don't have to worry about where's the next winding hole. And now we're actually going to go down here, the third time we passed, down to the middle levels. It's quite a cool housing estate here because you've got loads of little arms and waterways, you know, where you can park your boat. This boat was sticking out a bit, wasn't it? I think that mooring's designed for a GRP. And here we are, Standground lock. Remember, you have to book this in at least 24 hours advance. We went up and spoke to the woman and we paid for our key and our windlass, which was about £17 together. The key only unlocks two things, a water point and a gate that you can climb over anyway, and the windlass is used for 3 locks, but if you're heading straight to the Ouse, you only go for 2 locks. And I think you can actually use an adjustable spanner to do the paddles. Believe it or not, but these locks have actually been lengthened. They were only 49 foot originally, because they were designed for fen lighters, which are a type of boat that was specialised in this area. And when they restored these navigations, back in the 70s, they lengthened the locks to 80 foot. So if they didn't, we wouldn't be able to get in this whole network at all. Don't quote me on it, but I believe this lock might take us below sea level. That means from our highest point, which was 518 feet on the Peak Forest Canal, we've come down 518 feet. That is mad to think of. Imagine doing that in one big lock, or like stood on a cliff edge and looking down. Even here you're not safe from shopping trolleys. Well, we're on the middle levels, or the old River Nene.
Uncharted waters.
Yes. Were we not on uncharted waters before?
Yeah, the River Nene was uncharted, and I've been putting photos on Facebook. It's absolutely stunning, the River Nene.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
It's cost quite a lot because you have to upgrade to a gold license, and this bit here on the middle levels, you got to pay £112 a year for the passage.
Yeah.
So I think you can get away with like a 2 or 3 day pass, but that's 80 quid anyway, so I think I might set that.
What, for a 3-day pass?
Yeah.
So you may as well get the...
Extra 30.
That's why they do it, don't they?
Extra 30 quid.
We came through the Standground lock. Lovely lady, lockkeeper on there. You had to book it in 24 hours in advance. Got that 10 minutes early, which is good because, as you saw, we got water and we got a pump out, free pump out.
Yay! Filthy bumps up,
Anything
Will.
free, she loves it.
Free pump after paying 30 quid at the other place.
This is why I told you to try and wait till
Yeah, we
Peterborough.
couldn't. I don't think we could.
We could have, but we weren't worth the risk because it might have been vandalised or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we're on the middle levels, heading to Whittlesey. We're gonna moor up there hopefully. It's a bit dodgy for mooring on here, I think, but we'll have a little look.
That's where we just were. Over there.
Over there. So here we can see a map of the middle levels, and the middle levels were built primarily for drainage. Because this area is so flat, it has a huge problem with flooding.
And you can't really use gravity around here because it's at or below sea level here. And the middle level started construction all the way back in 1480 when the Bishop of Ely, John Morton, constructed a 12-mile straight cut from Standground to Guyherne. But we're going to be following this line from Standground Lock through Whittlesey, through Flood's Ferry, onto March, through Upwell and Outwell, and then to Salter's Lode, where there'll be a little tidal crossing to get onto the Ouse.
Oh, there must be a Morrison's nearby.
Yeah, there's a little minnows, so these were bigger.
Imagine if it came down and picked us up. They don't have it, but fish will eat it when we see them.
Bit of a tight bend here through this really low bridge, but it's certainly not the tightest one. That's still to come. You can see just how flat this landscape is around here. You see, I would have thought this was caused by high winds, but it's not. They're called drunken poles, and it's because the fens are always moving. Oh wow, I wonder what building all these bricks are from. How did that end up there? Heading through Whittlesey now. As you can see, the banks are very high for flood protection. Now this is the extremely sharp bend, which is just about doable on a 70-foot boat, and this is the only way onto the rest of the network in the Ouse, so if you can't make it round this bend, you won't be getting anywhere else. There's no alternative apart from the wash.
Brace!
Oh, well, it's a bit late now, Mum. How bloody selfish, look at her, taking photos. If you want to see her photos, go on our Facebook page and you'll see where we are about 2 weeks before the video comes out. Through here actually looks like a canal, doesn't it? This is probably the only bit that's in a woodland though, most of it's just farmland. And here's where we plan to moor. There's a cancel mooring here, just outside the leisure centre. But we had lunch here and decided that it was going to be a bit too busy here, for the cats especially, so we headed on.
We stopped off at Whittlesey, public cancel moorings here, 48 hours. Yeah, we got here. I thought it was on the other side because I didn't have this little map. Now I know where all the moorings are, because I can't find them out online. Yeah, we got here and it's a public park and there's benches everywhere and there's loads of dogs off me.
Yeah, so it's not really safe for the cats. And the thing is, the cats haven't been out for the last couple of days, so they're getting a bit itchy feet. They want to get out.
So I've looked and there is some like rural moorings which are only about 2 miles from here. And just got to go through this first lock.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 locks on this navigation that we
We had to buy that windlass thing for 2 locks.
Yeah, literally.
So no worries. But our walk back to the car is 5 miles instead of 2.5.
We just got a phone call as well.
Exciting.
All the way back in vlog 315. They said that we took an important phone call. We were about to go through Bosley Locks.
Yeah.
And that was about us being on Channel 5.
Yeah. Being on
You've already
telly.
seen it, because this has come out.
Yeah, this has come out. It's out on Sunday, 11th of June. It's out next Sunday.
It's about our head-on
6:30.
collision as we come into Nene Twitch.
6:30 in the evening, and it's when cruising goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
So you've probably heard of the
It's
programme.
not even like the worst thing that's happened to us.
No. We've had like
What
out the
shit
Please
we've been through.
branch. We've had a head-on collision as well.
Please, branch.
Please.
She said please.
Sorry,
She
please,
said please,
branch.
didn't she?
We've had a head-on collision there as well.
Yeah, so we're going to be on TV, guys.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get going then.
Watch it.
And here's our first lock on the middle levels, 1 of 2.
This is what the key was for.
As you can see, the paddle is a very strange design, and the hole in the regular windlass would be too small. That's why you need this one. It's a slightly bigger hole. Don't ask me why.
They draw whatever's most desirable to them.
Here you can see a couple of the weeders. They go around collecting loads and loads of weed because in the summer months, if they just left it unattended, it would get packed with blanket weed and all sorts of weed, and it would be practically unnavigable. So it's good to see our license is actually making an effect on here. Bit of a crossroads here. That's the 20-foot drain. Mostly straight line, that is. Pretty boring, but it's an alternative route if you want to get to Salt's Lode and don't want to have to go through March. Probably quicker as well because it's more straight. But here's where we're mooring up. Pretty much just a wild mooring with a few wooden posts. This is what the Middle Levels Commission call their roll moorings, which you can only stay at for 24 hours apparently.
Hello, There's 3 cats on the track here, you can barely see them. Peter just jumped over Ash. In and come out.
What's the true bit?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
Introduction.
Outroduction. Hello, we are moored up.
Oh, this is much nicer for the cats.
Yes.
They're all out already. All 5 of them are out.
Disappeared into the long grass here.
Long grass, and there's a field just up the top there.
Little
So
dirt track there. And,
we have got a road there, but it's very, very quiet road.
it's much quieter than the other one, even though it's wider.
Yeah.
And it's on the other side, it's not right here.
Solar fans just come on. There must be some sunlight coming
Yeah, a
in.
bit coming through, I think.
Yeah, we're at Angles Bridge mooring, rural mooring they call these. So it's just some posts, big wooden posts, and they're new because the good thing is about paying a license now is they've actually got some money to do some stuff and put some moorings in.
Yeah. So they've got these big poles
Probably
stuck up.
2019 they did all this.
We're tied on the middle one, and then we've put pins in the back.
Yeah.
The trouble is, Olive, 70 foot, and when you're on rings and things like that, sometimes she won't fit. You can't put one at the front and one at the back,
No,
can
she
you?
just don't line up.
So don't.
Is it Chris?
Everything's built for a 57 foot.
Yeah.
That's the trouble. Okay, yeah, we've had a nice cruise, haven't we?
Yeah, lovely
Weather's
cruise.
been alright. It's not been
Yeah.
sunny, but still
Middle
been
levels
nice.
is a bit boring.
Yeah, that last stretch was just.
Yeah, a bit straight and like just flat, and that's the only problem. But it's lovely. It's still nice.
Yeah, we're just
Still
past the
nice.
junction there. There's a junction. You go over there, and you can also go further down there, which takes you to a sluice, which you can't go any further. You have to turn around, which I don't think it would probably even be wide enough for us to turn around.
No.
Yeah,
So we're sticking to the main route at the moment because
on the way back we'll do a little bit more.
yeah, we might do a bit. As long as we can go down one of the other routes, but as long as we haven't got to turn around. So I don't think we're.
But there's really not that much to film or look at down those ones, so we're not really going to bother. We don't really have much time to do it
No,
anyway.
because we've got to get off at a certain time because we're off on holiday in
Yeah,
September.
don't
So.
want to leave it on. The
And we
knee.
don't want to be stuck on here for the winter,
No.
do we?
No.
So
But yeah, we're going to stay here for a couple of days, and we're going to move off and go cruise to March. Don't really want to moor in March because it's obviously you moor right in the middle of the town. It's quite busy. So hopefully I can find it. Now I know where the moorings are. I'm
Yeah,
try
we
and
might
find,
find a different
another
one.
rural one like this,
yeah.
maybe a bit further on. But we're going to have to walk 5 miles back, me and Mum, tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that's our exercise. We haven't done much exercise over the
I'm
weekend.
not cycling it because
So,
a lot of it's on the main road, so
yeah, I don't like cycling
No.
on the main road.
with no pavement.
No fires or no barbecues here either.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for
Yeah.
watching. Like,
Thanks for
subscribe,
watching.
and we'll see you next one.
See you later.
Bye.